Hello everyone, this is BeatProdigy, a subscription-based online learning platform for the marching drums, and we're looking to modernize music education. I'm Alma Selek, the president at BeatProdigy.
Hi, my name is Ishan Dasgupta, and I'm the Vice President of Finance at BeatProdigy.
I'm Matthew Werfel, VP of Product Development.
And my name is Matthew Asen, VP of Marketing. A year ago, I tried to play the marching snare at a competitive level, but I was unable to do so. I was fine with the rhythms, but I struggled with technique. There was no method on the market that allowed me to learn in a way that fit my needs. The solutions out there were expensive, clunky, and outdated, and just didn't do what I needed them to do. And this made me frustrated, and I almost gave up playing altogether. Like me, there's millions of Americans who have one thing in common: music brings them joy. And our solution for these Americans who want to learn music the modern way is beatprodigy.com, a website that hosts video courses, professional feedback that offers the guidance necessary for the mastery of an instrument, and an engaged community where our users can ask questions and discuss things. This three-pronged approach creates the best way to learn any instrument online. We're starting on the marching drums with plans to expand to other instruments. First, we're going to move towards marching band instruments as a whole, and soon other instruments such as guitar, piano, and drum set.
So how it works: BeatProdigy is a web-based subscription service of $30 a month. For video lessons, we'll start by producing a 12-video beginner snare course with a pro instructor as the main personality. They'll be focused on development, progressive checkpoints, and will be accessible any number of times while subscribed at any pace. The reason we think this framework is so effective is because it's a compromise between expensive private lessons and just sifting through random YouTube videos, which you can't learn an instrument properly from. And this framework was further validated by our MVP testing. Our crown jewel UVP is the feedback loop. So after watching these video lessons, the user will submit video themselves practicing and in return receive instructor feedback. This continuous loop helps the student actually grow and differentiates us from percussion learning alternatives and direct competitors like Percussion IQ, which is just a one-time checkpoint test, and then Gridbook, just a method books written content company. These pro instructors will be hired online and will be paid $2 royalties per feedback given as a supplemental income source. We previously validated there is a competitive pool of instructors out there when we put out a test job posting on Indeed, which we got 15 responses to in just a couple days. Students in total get 8 of these feedbacks per month subscribed, and the instructor rate in the aggregate will be $24 per hour, which seems low, but is competitive compared to the average drum tech pay of $12 an hour. These instructors will be drum techs, private lesson instructors, etc. with experience. And our customer segment target market will be teenagers, high schoolers, middle schoolers, preferably with a bit of music, percussion experience, and we can market to this range pretty easily with platforms like Instagram, first targeting ads locally, and then moving to other places, expanding specifically the South Central US.
Our total addressable market is 2.5 million marching drummers nationally, and our serviceable addressable market are 30,000 of those individuals who live in the Mid-Atlantic region, and additionally those who we reach through social media. Now, since we're only tapping into the marching drum niche, there's exponential growth potential when considering the other instruments in the music industry.
As all of us have experienced, the pandemic has brought many challenges. It was tough to collaborate as a group in such an unusual environment, but we felt successful because we were able to work hard and achieve our common goals. I want to emphasize that BeatProdigy is not a pandemic-only solution. In fact, online music education was huge before the pandemic. But the pandemic has driven the widespread acceptance of online learning that will help BeatProdigy's future, in addition to forcing the development of very important infrastructure to the future of online learning, such as video hosting platforms. We conducted our MVP testing in the spring of 2021. We had 120 unique visitors to our site, and we interviewed about 20 of them. In addition, we had 15 Indeed.com job applications for an instructor position, which verified our previous metrics. From our testing, we saw 100% satisfaction with our site. About 90% of the users benefited from the feedback loop, and we heard a lot of positive comments about the convenience of the mobile component. 80% of our testers showed a valid intent to purchase. After our MVP testing, we made a few modifications. We continued to streamline the user interface and crush any bugs that were encountered throughout the testing. We improved the structure of our lessons by making the focus more on objective-based learning, and we improved the site's landing pages to emphasize our business's key points.
So moving over to our costs, more specifically our startup costs. Our startup costs are going to total around $10,700, with the majority of this money going into the development and advertising costs. For our development costs, we're going to be hiring website developers and video instructors to improve the videos on our website and our website overall. For our administrative costs, we have a lot of legal costs that we need to start up our business, like our copyright, terms of service, and LLC operating agreement. For our plant, property, and equipment costs, this is going to be a small cost as we have a lot of the materials at our disposal currently to film our videos. Our selling, general, and administrative costs will total around $5,500 per year. This money will go into advertising costs and annual legal costs like an LLC annual fee, our domain, and our insurance. Additionally, we'll be putting money into course development and lesson recording annually. So moving it over to our 3-year summary. In year 1, our net income is going to be around $14,000. In year 2, our net income is going to be around $31,000. And in year 3, our net income is going to be around $84,000. Our revenue numbers are based off a 3 times net income multiplier and a 60% subscription renewal rate. Our 60% subscription renewal rate is consistent with subscription-based services in and around our industry, and our 3 times net income multiplier is additionally consistent with the growth of companies like ours in and around our industry. Additionally, it is important to note that these numbers are based off marching drums solely. With the implementation of other instruments in the future, our numbers could grow exponentially.
We plan on taking a 3-step marketing approach, which consists of attraction, conversion, and loyalty that has been validated by Verizon's marketing experts. We plan on attracting customers via YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook ads, along with local band director word of mouth. In order to convert these customers, we plan on using Google cost per click ads, which do a great job of focusing into our target market, and the Halftime magazine, which is a marching drum magazine. Lastly, in order to ensure loyalty, we plan on pushing out seasonal email campaigns. In conclusion, BeatProdigy is seeking $10,700 to cover year 1 startup costs. We plan on selling to a broader online lending company such as Smart Music at a valuation of $114,000 with $32,000 going back to the initial investment. Now this valuation is based on our conversion of our SAM and has the potential to grow because we plan on expanding towards other instruments as we expand the BeatProdigy brand. Thanks for listening, and we hope to have you along for the ride.